The lambs are on fire right now. I cannot keep up with all the conversation. Hold on, wait a minute. Welcome to the Spotify Mariah Carey
Lamely.
Emancipation of Mimi 20th anniversary fans first listening party. I am Nessa. I am just trying to keep up as an MC with the real MC, Mariah Carey. Thank you for making this happen, Mariah.
Oh, thank you for being here with me. You always make everything better.
We are so excited to be celebrating the emancipation of Mimi with a special 20-year anniversary edition with 40 tracks. Of course, the original track listings on there. Plus, you just blessed us with new remixes. We're getting acapellas. We are getting the works. So, I mean, it's not even Christmas and you're just giving us all these gifts. What did we do to deserve this, Mariah?
Because you can wrap them. You can wrap the gifts and give them as Christmas gifts. So it's just like a long lead time with vinyl moments.
Yes, of course, because there is a deluxe edition vinyl that's out now. Okay, so it's not just digital. So you could go ahead and get that. Also, the Mimi merch is available. I mean, it's a big time. We got to celebrate this 20-year anniversary. So I want to go back a little bit. The original was released in 2005 and it sold more than 50 million copies worldwide. It's legendary. It's an iconic album. By the way, best-selling album of 2005. You know, light work. It went 7 times platinum, won 3 Grammys. You know, I know you like to be a little too humble, Mariah, but it's really important, you know, that we all as lambs share this moment of greatness that you have given us throughout the years. So when you dropped this album, MC, did you know it was going to be the classic that it is now? Because, you know, it's still standing the test of time.
No, I mean, I was just very into the music. When I was working on this album, you know, it's the first time I met Pharrell and Nelly. And, you know, me and JD had kind of like a whole moment. We were locked at Southside in his studio and just making sure we did the best work we could. And it just, you know, it was like a whole nother level, even though I like the album Charm Bracelet that was before it, that album that preceded it, but it didn't do very well because I think the choices for singles were not great. And I tried, but you know, people don't want to listen. So but anyway, yeah, so then I went to Capri and finished out the album with that song called Fly Like a Bird.
And classic, come on, yes.
I always remember that because we were on top of a hill in Italy. Like, it was such a beautiful setting. Then I sang till the morning. And it was, because we did all the background parts and everything. Not all, but, you know, my background parts. And yeah, my engineer, Mr. Brian Garton, was there. And we just both looked outside at the sunset. And it was a beautiful moment. For me, I can't speak for him.
I'm sure it's beautiful for everyone. When you named the album, The Emancipation of Mimi, what were you feeling at that time? Were you breaking free from anything? Was it career? Were you like, just where were you at when you came up with the title?
I was in New York in my apartment with L.A. Reid. I had been thinking about like different titles and such. And I came up with the emancipation part, and then I came up with the Mimi part, and I told him like, oh no, I'm thinking of something with my nickname. And he's like, what's your nickname? So I was like, well, some people call me Mimi. And he was like, I love that. And then I had the emancipation concept, and he was, you know, we both loved that. So we put it together.
Amazing. We got to talk about the dress on the cover. First off, as lambs, we want to know, do you still have the ensemble?
I should have the ensemble. It's probably somewhere. Do I? Under?
Yes.
Where is it? Oh, no, that's from the tour. This is like from the original album.
Yeah, you do.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, if I do have it, I'll do
Yeah.
something special with it. But yeah, it was the stylist on the photo shoot, and it was like a one-sided, one-legged outfit where you put one leg in and the other leg is just like
Oh,
out. Yeah, it doesn't look like that in the photo, but that's what it is.
it looks amazing. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Now, of course. So you also posted, because I follow you and I'm always keeping up with the rest of the lambs. You posted a cryptic teaser today, but we're gonna get to
Hmm.
that later because I'm not gonna let you off the hook. You've been keeping a lot of secrets from me, MC, and I feel kind of like it feels personal now.
No.
But we are going to find out what that is all about. But let's get into the music, of course. Let's talk about your song, It's Like That. Now, you came right out the gate starting the album with a party record. It's Like That. Obviously, JD on it. Fat Man Scoop. Rest in peace to Fat Man
Rest in
Scoop. And
peace.
absolutely. How did this collaboration come about?
Well, putting Fat Man Scoop on the song was Jermaine's idea,
Mhm.
and I think we both just were just like a lot of the up tempo stuff that he had done. He just gave so much energy into the music. You know what I mean? And so that was like the last part that happened. We were hoping that would come through, and it did. And yes, rest in peace to Fat
Yeah.
Man Scoop. Um,
Yeah.
but what was the first question about that?
Just how did it come about? So it was JD
Oh,
really was the connect with that idea and the energy and the
yes.
momentum behind it. That's amazing. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, and the first part about it was we had already done We Belong Together and Shake It Off, and LA wanted us to do an up tempo or mid tempo. And, you know, so we got together and started with the do 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 do
Hey.
do.
That's amazing. Okay, so we're gonna play a little bit of it. Maybe you'll remember something, really fun when you were putting the song together once you hear it come in. For all the lambs out there, we're gonna try to get through as many songs as possible. No way we're gonna get through this beautiful edition. So run up the numbers, listen to all of it, and we're gonna get into more songs. In the meantime, here we go. Let's play. It's like I know I don't want to cut it off either, but we're not going to be able to talk to MC if we don't. Lambs, I know that right now. We have to talk about one of our favorite lines, Mariah. Them chickens is ash and I'm
And I'm
lotion.
lotion.
And when you wrote that, did you know it was going to hit the way it did, that we are all still saying that?
I don't know. I mean, I don't, I know I remember writing it and I was like, I don't know if I should do this. um, but it's cute, I think it's cute.
It is cute. You're so sweet. And shout out to all the lambs in the chat right now, putting a bunch of chickens in there when that part came on.
They
So
did.
yes. And so many people from around the world are tuned in, and we absolutely appreciate it, from Canada, from Philippines, from Brazil. All the lambs are here right now. So it's pretty incredible that we are having a listening party with the one, the only Mariah Carey. Okay, so we're going to keep it going right now. I saw in a video recently that you were talking about when you were working on your song, It's Like That, and We Belong Together. You were having fun. It was a good time. What was going on that was
Hmm.
so fun? And why weren't we invited? Who was having fun with you?
Oh, a couple of friends I never see anymore, and
Oh no.
and such.
Yeah. But what was
No, it
so
was
fun
just a
about it?
fun time. It well,
Yeah.
it was making that video for It's Like That was just a fun moment.
Mhm.
Like, we all had like it was like us getting ready for a party and
Mhm.
um, just moments. That whole time
Mhm.
period was just like fun orama.
Yeah. Yeah. At any time, really, you are the queen of fun, truly. But, we'll get some more fun behind the scenes, moments that you had creating this incredible album. Let's talk about another hit song off the album, We Belong Together. It spent over 14 weeks
Hmm.
at the number one spot on the Billboard Hot 100. It's one of the longest running number ones ever, 7 times platinum, and it was also named Billboard Song of the Decade for the 2000s. Okay, so you were talking about how We Belong Together, and it's like that, where the last two songs were in for the album, but they ended up being the first two songs released. Is that right?
Yeah, because what it was LA wanted like some kind of up tempo or club record or something.
Got it.
And that's where It's Like That came from.
Okay, so how quick did you write We Belong Together? We know your songwriting skills is impeccable, truly a real songwriter. How quick did you put that together?
About that I loved
We
writing
belong
songs,
together.
or
Yeah.
those two
Like
songs
how
together.
yeah, how long did it take for you to write your song We Belong Together? Like do you remember when you were in the studio putting it together?
Yes, I do. I do. I was well, we it was a couple of different occasions, but
Mm,
I was there with Jermaine, and we had already said like we're gonna do We Belong Together, and that's gonna be the first single, and I was excited that that was the first single, but then it didn't turn out that
mhm.
way. So we just had to kind of like pull it together and write It's Like That, um, kind of get that together. And then we went back and said, we'll do the second single, which was going to be We Belong Together afterwards.
Got it. Okay. Now, for the bridge in the song, Who's Gonna Talk to Me on the Phone Till the Sun Comes Up? Everyone loves to sing that at the top of their lungs. I know I do. Was that a real moment you lived through, or are you just tapping into all of our emotions and just playing it out in your song?
I don't know. It sounds pretty emotional when I listen to it. It's kind of like one of those things you feel the person was like crying and, at the same
Yeah.
time as, singing the song. But no, it's just it was a great period of time in my life, for
Oh,
me
that's beautiful.
musically.
Yeah. Well, we definitely got to play some of it right now. We're going to tap in right now into your song, We Belong Together. Sing it out loud. I know you're singing it right now. I mean, that is a masterpiece. Mariah, we in the Louvre. Literally, that is iconic.
We're trying.
It absolutely is. So when you're performing that, is everyone screaming that to you? And do you like just on the inside, what do you feel when you see your lambs singing that at the top of their lungs?
I mean, it's an amazing feeling. It's hard to
Yeah.
define it. But yeah, it's pretty amazing to just
Yeah.
think of how long the song has lasted.
Yeah.
It's not like it came out recently. And then I've been seeing these parties lately that people have been having for the Mimi 20th,
Yes.
and people just singing at the top of their lungs, and it's just been really, it's the success of Mimi and the 20th anniversary has been really major. So thank you, everybody.
Oh yeah, everyone's enjoying this right now in the chat. Like I told everyone, I mean, it's a once in a lifetime opportunity to be listening to a Mariah Carey classic while she's in the listening party with us. So we really appreciate you hanging out with us right now, Mariah. All right, let's talk about another song off the Emancipation of Mimi as we celebrate the 20-year anniversary. If you're just tuning in right now, Mariah Carey is with us, MC. Hello. So let's get into this. Shake It Off. Now, a little bit about it. This is, it's something we've all saying. We all feel like, you're just going through something. Just say, man, just shake it off. How often do you have to shake something off? Do you ever feel like, shake it off? And that's where the inspiration for this song came about?
No, I'm sitting here trying to think where the full inspiration came from for Shake It Off. But I know that when we were doing the demos, that was one of my favorites. And then I was told that it was too urban. And so I was upset by that. But, you know, I didn't agree. And Shake It Off is still one of my favorites, and I love it. And I think Miss Jackson played the whoo, whoo, those parts
Oh yes,
on her
yes,
show.
yes.
Yeah, did you see that?
Recently, yes, recently, Miss Janet
Yes.
Jackson. Hello, yes. How did that
Miss
make you feel,
Janny
Mariah?
Jan, yep. No, it's amazing. Come on.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
that's
she's
great.
Janet.
Hello. So during that time, okay, so We
Hmm.
Belong Together is at number one. Shake It Off is right there on the charts. Now you're dominating the top of the charts all at the same time. What was happening for you? Were you getting calls nonstop? Was it just like this incredible feeling to have so much success all at the same time?
Yeah, it really was. But some of the things were a little bit interesting, like, you know, songs that you might have thought would be released weren't actually
Mm,
released and stuff like that. But it was still, look, it's still bringing me so much joy today. Like that
mhm.
album and the new vinyls and stuff that we have, like all that is just, you know, it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, we're gonna play it right now. Gotta play Shake It Off. Shake It Off. Okay, Mariah, we gotta talk about the video
Shake it off.
for the song.
Oh, okay, let's do
How
that.
how much fun did you have with Chris Tucker in the video?
That was one of the most fun video making moments I've ever had, if not the top one. Um,
Wow.
and it was so crazy because Chris called me and was
Mhm.
like, well, you want to get Chinese food? And I'm like, Chinese food? Okay, that does sound good. So he comes over to the set. He comes over to the set and he brought the Chinese food, but we were like in that car setup and I was like, you want to get in the video? I didn't know, you know, it's kind of like rude to ask somebody, but he was there with the Chinese food. So he said yes. And then we have that iconic scene, which I live for.
Yes. It is so good. Okay, other great moments from the video. You're in the bath. Was that very cold? Were you fully clothed? What was going on there? How many times did you have to do that take?
Where? Oh, in the bath? Oh,
Yeah, in the
yeah,
bath with the
because
rose
the director
petals.
wanted to do that. Yeah, he wanted to do it so you could see through the wall. You know how you can kind of see the different
Yes.
levels of the apartment. Yeah, so he set that up so it could be. His name is Jake. I'm blanking on his last name right now. Um, so you could see the inside of the walls, and that was his thing. So that's why the water was like the way to get to see all that. And
Hmm.
yep, I had clothes on. I'm always
Yeah.
doing these things, and people are like, "Whoa, is she nude?" And
You're like, no, I
and
had clothes on.
I don't want to be naked either. I'm not trying to be nude in front of everybody. So
So was the
so
water like good?
so we
Was
did
it like
that.
was Was it like, did they, or
Yes,
were
I
you
wouldn't go in there if it
okay?
was cold. No, I was warm.
That looks like a lot of fun. Okay, okay. Let's talk. We have to, of course, continue celebrating the emancipation of Mimi. We are celebrating the 20-year anniversary, and we have Mariah Carey joining as part of this listening party. And we have to talk about another classic song, Don't Forget About Us. Okay, so this actually came out during the Mimi
Yes.
re release. What was going on with that
Yes.
for it to come out like that? Can you tell us that process?
Yes. So we were doing what then became the platinum edition we called it the platinum edition of Emancipation. And we wanted, people had requested that I do another ballad kind of in the same vein as,
Right.
We Belong Together. But I kind of like, I'm not saying I like it better, but it's definitely not as well known. And I like, the little rhythmic parts and all of that.
And so when you hear this song, what goes through your mind so that when we play it right now, we can try to channel our inner MC?
Okay, my favorite part is apparently she got your head all messed up now. That's that trickery. I like that part. She on a
Let's
big
do it.
MC.
Never,
Okay.
never. Okay, you're getting us too hyped up right now. Okay, let me calm down. Lambs, let's do this right now. Pay attention. Here we go. Don't forget about us. Are you feeling what we're
I'm
feeling right now, Mariah? The layering, the
I am
just the
seeing the
reach.
lambs. I'm seeing the lambs writing the lyrics, and it's making me so
Yes,
happy.
we are going
Mhm.
crazy
Thank
right
you,
now. And
everybody,
I
for being here with us.
now you actually remixed this. Don't forget about us. Tell us about the remix. This is also new. This is part of the anniversary edition. What made you want to remix this with K Tronada?
Um, we just we're gonna do something together, and it's one of my favorites from the Music Box album, not the Music Box album, from the Emancipation of Mimi, and so it was time to give it a new zhuzh.
Yeah. And so you decided to do that. Was there anyone
Yeah.
behind it? Any inspiration behind it? Like, you're like, you know what, K
Um.
Tronada, how did it happen in a sense where you decided I'm gonna go this direction? Because you have pretty high standards.
Well, we spoke on the phone, and that was a moment, and
Mhm.
then he was just saying, like, that he would love to do that remix, and I was very excited because I would love that just as much.
Yeah.
So that's
Do you
kind of
approve?
how it happened.
Is that what you prefer when it comes to working with someone or a song of yours getting remixed? You want to get a vibe of that person? Because I feel like maybe that's how
Yeah.
I take your energy, and that's why I was asking, like, do you have to vibe with somebody before you say, okay, let's do this? I'm gonna give you the green light.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Yes. I can't wait
Now,
to play you something.
what do you
I
want?
won't
Do you
say
want to
anything
go
other than
into
that.
that? Oh my goodness, what a
I
great tease. Okay, so great, but I'm not letting you off the hook about that teaser that you posted on your Instagram where it's like some cryptic message. I'm going to get an answer out of you before we're done with this call, MC. I'm letting a lot of things slide, but we are going to get to that in a little bit. Hold on, we still got a couple great songs to play off the album, The Emancipation of Mimi, because we are celebrating the 20-year anniversary. I want to talk about this. It's actually one of my favorite songs, period. Fly Like a Bird. When you listen to it now,
yes.
what do you feel?
I mean, I hear it a lot lately because we've like traveled and done that song while traveling and all that stuff. But
Mhm.
I definitely look back to that moment when we were looking out at the Capri skyline, and just the finishing of the vocals that day, and just feeling really good and confident about the Emancipation of Mimi.
Yeah, for sure. Was it your idea to close out the album with your song Fly Like a Bird?
Yeah, it just doesn't belong anywhere else. You know what I mean? Some
Mhm.
songs are just destined to be that, like, close the album in, and I like to leave it on an inspirational note usually, um, you know, on most of my albums.
Oh yeah, I love it. It takes you to a place of happiness, especially like for me when I listen to it. By the end of it, I feel like I could do anything, and it's such a powerful song. Let's play it right now. Fly Like a Bird. Whew, I had to let you get the notes in right there, right? We are having a
Thank you.
good time. Yeah, go
I
ahead.
appreciated that. No, I appreciated that because I was like, I wonder if they're gonna cut off the end.
No, it's killing me now, but it's only because we have a short amount of time with you. One of my favorite songs right there, "Fly Like a Bird." Also, I remember this performance that you had at the Grammys. It was such an
Yeah.
iconic performance. You received a standing ovation for it. Do you remember what what took over in that moment for you? Because it just you took it to a whole different place.
Thank you. No, I guess I don't know. It's funny. Like when I think back to that, I don't think I was nervous. I think I was just okay because we had gone through this whole dress drama before it.
Oh no. Wait, tell us the dress drama.
Okay, so some names shall remain nameless. We'll try to tell this story that way. Um, so I had options of a couple dresses to wear from a designer who I loved. He's since passed away, but he was an amazing person and an incredible designer. So he made a dress for me in two different colors, um, and it was beautiful. But then the stylist who I was kind of working with um, came in with this other dress after I had gone
Uh-oh.
to France to do the fittings and all this stuff. So the stylist is like, "Oh no, you look much better in this one. This one's really great." And I was I was like, what do I do? And I was looking to the rep from the company that did the first two dresses to kind of interject and say, no, we made these two for you, and there was an understanding that you would do them. But that was the stylist. So the stylist was rooting for this other company. And so I'm like,
Mm.
oh man. And it caused so much drama the next day, the phone calls, the nonsense.
And you don't like
But
to disappoint anybody. So I can imagine that completely, weighing you down because you want everyone happy.
yeah, no, I really do. And then I was the one that was sad.
But it did not show on that stage. That was a remarkable performance. And it's one of my
Thank you.
favorite ones to watch of yours for sure. Okay. So I want to talk about your song Say Something with Snoop and the Neptunes. Now, true or
Mhm.
false, this song was actually supposed to be the lead song. Now, this is according to the Mariah Carey network. And, we love all the lambs all over the world.
Yay,
Was that the
Lamely.
case?
It wasn't for a minute. I think people might have thought that was gonna be the first single, but I think that was when we went back into the studio. I went back in the studio with JD
Right.
and did some other songs. So yeah.
Yeah, because I was reading up how it might have leaked on the internet, and then you guys were like, "All right, we're going to work on some other songs," and then something, and then It's Like That was chosen instead. So
Oh, maybe that happened. I don't know why
yeah,
I'm not recollecting that part, but
so that okay. So how was it working with Snoop? Were you actually in the studio with him?
no, but he was in the video. Did you see the video with
Right,
him in it?
of
Yeah,
course. Yeah. So
that's
how
where we were
how
in
was that?
that was great. We were in the Louis Vuitton store in LA, and Quincy Jones was there in the other room, and that was
Mm,
amazing.
wow,
But yeah,
wow.
Snoop, I had fun. I think Snoop was so much fun. Like he made that video really a moment.
Did he buy you anything from the Louis store?
No, I think he
Oh
figured I
no,
had my own.
there is a budget. No,
Yeah.
next time I see Snoop, I'm gonna tell him we have to make up for that. No, 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 no. You don't go into a Louis store. You don't do that with Mariah. Not buy something, something. Come on, come on.
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and play. Yes, say something really quick, Mariah. I'm
Uh-huh.
thinking about the video again. Very high fashion energy. I'm not gonna let
Yes.
Pharrell off the hook either. Did he buy anything for you?
No, but considering if we
Oh
flash
gosh.
ahead that he, is now I'm not sure of his title at Louis Vuitton,
Yes,
but it's pretty big,
yes, yes,
right?
yes, he
So
is.
Louis Vuitton gave me some red luggage. It's like bright red luggage and it's beautiful.
Oh, that's
So
amazing.
that was from Louis, but maybe he influenced them to do it. I don't know.
Oh, that's recent. They sent you that.
No, I just have never used it, so I just keep it
Oh,
in an area. Yeah.
even better.
Because why would you run around with bright red luggage? Like, it's only going to
Yeah.
get stolen.
Yeah. Yeah. And I was going to say, if you don't want to use it, I could always use it. Just know I'm always here for you, Mariah. Anything you don't
Oh,
use.
thank
Okay.
you. We can
So,
share.
of course. Now, I heard you wanted to DJ a little bit. Are you trying to say my skills are whack? Be honest. You
Absolutely
don't like my
not.
selection?
I love your selections. I just had one that I wanted to play and
Yeah.
see if
What
you
are you
like it.
feeling? Yeah.
Uh,
What song do you want to play off the Emancipation of Mimi as we're celebrating the 20-year anniversary?
well, I don't know numbers, so I'm going to call it the 20-minute anniversary.
Yes.
Um,
20
and
seconds.
20 seconds. That's it. Um, and I was thinking we could play Your Girl.
Ooh, your girl. Okay, now before we get into your song, what was going on when you were putting this together?
Okay, so we were, I don't know who I was with, but I think, I don't even want to say who I think I was with, so we won't get into that. But
Yeah.
um, I was going to say, walking through Nori's studio,
Nori
and
as in Noriega.
yes, and it was
Oh,
like,
I like this. Where are we going? I
yeah,
like it.
it was like a late night party, but without a lot of people. There was just like the studio was just people were working in the studio. And then I heard this one beat that I was loving, and it turns out it was a producer named Scram Jones. And I
Mm,
don't know if you know him or not, but he did a very good job, I think, because I love
mhm.
that record. And yeah, and there was one with the whole Dipset on it. I don't know what happened to that, if we still have it. I'm not sure. And we have it somewhere.
We have it somewhere. We might have to put out more releases. Okay, so can we play Your Girl? Can we play it right
Yes,
now? Is that
please.
okay with you? Okay, let's
Yes,
do it right now.
absolutely. Okay.
Oof, another great one. Your Girl. Wow. Really like that. You know what? It's perfect timing to bring that one back because we're getting into the summertime, right? It's got some.
Yes. We have some other treats and things.
Oh, okay. Wait, before we get
Um,
to things and things, because I want to talk about your other song, Circles, because it was never released as a single, but it's now all over TikTok. Isn't this like incredible to see just all of your songs? Like you worked so hard to write them, to create them, and just continue to have a life of its own.
no, it really is incredible to see. I mean, it's quite a big deal.
It's quite a big
Hmm.
deal. Okay, so can we just play Circles really quick? I'm not going to play the whole thing because
Yeah.
I do want to play one of your remixes, the one that you just put out with Solange, okay, which is also part of
Yay.
the 20-year anniversary. So we're just going to do a verse and a hook of Circles in honor of TikTok, holding it down for us. Here we go. Here's
Yes,
Circles.
we love you, TikTok.
Sorry, lambs. I got to cut it off. We got Mariah Carey only for a limited time. Okay. So here's celebrating the emancipation of Mimi, the 22nd seconds anniversary. We have renamed it. But I want to get your opinion, MC. Your song When I Feel It, it's an unreleased song. It didn't make the final cut for the album, even though obviously Lambs, all of us, wanted it to be. What made you decide to not have it on the album?
Oh boy. Well, apparently somebody didn't like it, but I don't know who that is.
Oh, I'm obsessed with you. You can always count Mariah to be honest. Okay, so somebody didn't like it, and that's why I didn't make it. Okay, got it. Now, do you want us to play? Now, do you want us to play a verse and a hook of it? Because I do want to play your new remix that you have with Solange. Do you have enough time, like for the Lambs to play this because it, was an unreleased song, or where do you want to go, MC? We'll
We
do
could
whatever
play
you
a
want.
little bit of it and then just
A
cut
little
it
bit.
off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. So let's play When I Feel It right now, really quick.
Hmm.
And we're
Unreleased.
going to get to the Solange remix. And this is an unreleased song. And now we get to enjoy it with the rest of the land. When I feel it, unreleased track. Sorry, Lambs, we had to cut it off. Again, this is a moment we're celebrating with Mariah Carey. Okay, now we still got to talk about whatever this is all about, MC16. So give us a second before we get to that part. I will not let Mariah leave us without answering something about what she posted on her Instagram. Now, let's talk about Say Something with Solange. This is the remix. Mariah, how did this happen? Were you and Solange besties and I had no idea?
Yep, that's how it happened.
So, how did this connection come about?
Well, I had heard that Solange and crew really liked my songs or whatever, and they would just have these little parties and play the songs, and that's what somebody else told me. And so I knew that, and just basically, I think she contacted me about doing a remix, and we wanted to do Say Something because a lot of reasons, but she wanted to say something. And so we had Say Something, and what is the other one with the C? Not the one you just played.
Not Circles.
Circles. Yes, Circles.
Okay. It was Circles. Okay.
It was Circles. But yeah, so she and I got together and figured out
In
how to
person or like
yes,
just voice? Oh, wow.
yeah, in person. She was great. I love her.
Yeah. And that's nice to hear that artists still get to see each other, meet people in person. So,
Yeah.
again, you care about the vibe. So I can see this working out. And, we all love Solange. Let's play a little bit of the Say Something remix Solange version right now, which is part of the Emancipation of Mimi 20-year anniversary. Sorry, Mariah, I had to say it like that, but it's part
Oh,
of
it's
this
okay.
incredible rollout. Let's listen to the Solange remix. Oh, I like that Solange gave us some, just a moment to just let us enjoy it. It's very vibey. It
It's
feels like
very vibey. Yes.
very vibey. It feels like, the sound healing little vases that people, the sound, like
Yes.
it's very, you're in your feelings. You're just kind of like getting in tune with yourself. Very Solange energy. Another just one of the messages. We love her.
We
Okay.
love
So as we're
her.
getting, we love her. So as we're getting ready to wrap up our, just incredible party with Mariah Carey for the Emancipation of Mimi, I wanted to ask you if you could go back to 2005, the day before the release, what would you tell Mariah Carey then?
Uh, I don't know. I might say something about the hair, like make it look good.
I guess. Just make me look good. Okay. I like that. Come on, darling. I love that. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, and I
Fair
have a
enough.
song called "Make It Look Good," but it's not on this album. Stevie
Okay.
Wonder's playing on it. Okay.
Oh my goodness. I love it all just is too connected. It's too good. You're too good, MC. What would you say is your favorite song off the album and why?
From Mimi with
The
all these new
Emancipation
records
of
on it.
Mimi.
Yeah.
Yeah, why don't we focus on the original and then you could talk about what you like about the release, in celebration of the anniversary.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna have to go with. It's really hard because that album has a lot of good songs that could have been
Yes.
singles and they weren't. But we did pretty well with what we had, so I'm not complaining.
Yes.
Um, I'm gonna go with "Fly Like a Bird" though,
Mm.
because
Hmm.
that you liked it, and when I was
Hmm.
thinking about finishing it and all the, the whole place of Capri and doing all that, it just made me really kind of reminisce about the song.
Yeah, for sure. Now, what about, the anniversary edition? We have 40 tracks on here, again, including new remixes, acapellas. Is there something that you like the most from the new releases on there?
I like the song that you just played. Here Comes That Feeling, but it's called Feel It now, I think.
Not when I feel it.
When
Now it's feel it. Okay.
well, I just changed the title as we were speaking.
Yeah. Of course, it's your song. You can do whatever you want to do.
That's what I'm
I
saying. I mean,
like
when I
that.
first did this song, I was calling it many different versions of where it ended up. So it's called When
Yeah.
I Feel It, but
Yeah.
I
Now it's
always
feel
called it something else.
it. Okay, so before we get out of here, as all the lambs want to know, also thank you to all the lambs around the world, literally different, time zones and everybody tuning in right now because Mariah Carey, this is an important time and we're having this moment for you. You had posted something on your Instagram, okay? It was like this
Hmm.
video, you're getting into a very nice car
Uh-huh.
and it says MC16 on the license plate.
Uh-huh.
First off, I didn't know you knew how to drive, and that was a very nice car. You never picked me up. I don't know. I
I
feel
never
away
did
right
because
now.
I do know how to drive, but I just choose not to drive, although I can drive.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. So, what is this video about?
It's just a little teaser
Okay.
for something that is coming very soon.
Connected to MC16?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Wait, I think we're getting some answers right now. What
But I
about
can't
what's your
really give
type?
the answers. I have to really keep it to myself. But
Okay. Can you tell us what's your type? Like, what's your type of, favorite food? What's
um
your type, Mariah?
I don't know. I'm very picky. But what's your type is just a question. It's not a title. It's not a title.
Oh, okay. So when will you answer us? When will we actually know what is going on with this car? This week, next week? Will we know if you're driving it?
Uh, you'll definitely know, but I'm not going to drive it because, I don't really drive, but sort of. I can drive, so I might drive it.
Okay,
But
okay.
it's
So
going to
we'll
be
get
on
answers
June
soon.
6th. On June 6th, you're going to
Ooh.
know a whole lot of things.
That's this Friday. That's just in a couple days.
Yes. And to show my appreciation for your support. Thank you, Lamely.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, congratulations, Mariah. This has been incredible. This has been part of an incredible listening party. Spotify, Mariah Carey, Emancipation of Mimi. We are celebrating the anniversary fans first listening party. Thank you for spending so much time with us today and playing some of your classic songs with us today. You know, we love you so much.
Well, I love you more, and I just want to thank you while I still have you on in front of my in front of me. um,
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being here and making everything go so smoothly. And I know that the lambs love you, and so do I.
And we love the lambs. I'm proud to be a lamb and I am excited for whatever happens this Friday. And, we're going to continue streaming, run up the numbers, lambs. We are ready for you.
Yes.
Congratulations, Mariah. Say hi to the family, okay?
Okay, we'll do. You do the
Okay,
same.
will do.
Okay.
Love you.
Bye. Love
Bye,
you.
lambs.
Bye, lamb.